Did you know that according to Ayurveda, the three doshas show up in the seasons and time of year? They even show up in time of life. But right now we're going to talk about time of year and the seasons. So Ayurveda breaks down everything on the planet into 5 elements. And those elements are air, ether, fire, water, and earth. And then combinations of those elements make up the three doshas. And you might have heard of them. They are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Now, a lot of times we might think of our bodies, if you know anything about Ayurveda, as being one of those three. You might say, I'm very Vata, or I've got a lot of Pitta, or I'm so Kapha. But really, truly, you are a unique combination of all three of those doshas and all 5 of those elements. So when you were born, your unique constitution, or that combination of those 3 doshas, was created. And then because of that unique combination, or that unique snowflake that you are, the things that take you out of balance is unique to you. And when we look at this time of year, believe it or not, that can contribute to whether you're feeling balanced and grounded or whether you're feeling a little unsettled. Now, Vata, of the 3 doshas, Vata is air and ether. And if you really think about it, you can see it in the fall. Because what happens is the leaves get very dry and crunchy and they fall to the ground and the wind is whipping them all around. At least if you're someplace, maybe in the northern hemisphere right about now, or somewhere where the seasons really are changing, or you notice the change of the seasons. So where I am in northeastern Pennsylvania, we see this a lot. My yard is littered with brown and maybe some colorful, but mostly brown leaves on the ground, and they're dry and crunchy. And that is kind of, one of the hallmarks of Vata is dry and crunchy and even mobile. So that wind, that movement of the air, that is a sign of Vata. Now, why does that matter when it comes to how you feel? Well, again, you have this unique combination of those 3 doshas, and different things might take you in or out of balance. And usually Vata is the first one to go out of balance. So during the fall, when we have a lot of that air and ether, that movement, that dryness, that crunchiness, that can contribute to you feeling maybe a little bit more out of balance in terms of Vata dosha. So you might notice that you're a little restless, or you have trouble sleeping at night. Maybe your skin's a little drier. Maybe you have, just scattered thoughts, or you're very fidgety. Any of those things can be signs of Vata being out of balance. And even anxiety and depression can show up as symptoms of that Vata being out of balance. So what can you do? Well, according to Ayurveda, we look to the opposite. So if something is showing up as, a quality, we look at what's the opposite quality. And one of the things that we can do is think about food. So again, I mentioned dry and crunchy. And even though we might think if we're trying to lose weight, maybe, some raw carrots, raw crunchy vegetables, or hot air popcorn, those things all still have the same qualities of that dry and crunchy, and they're going to take you out of balance even further. So to get back in balance, we need to think about things that are warm and moist. So things like hot stews, hot soups, those are going to help. And if you think about it, they feel nourishing too, especially this time of year. And they're going to help bring you back in balance if you are experiencing any of those imbalances due to a little bit too much Vata. So just wanted to share that with you today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'll be sharing more about the doshas and how you can create balance in your body and your health by looking at your individual constitution. Thanks for watching, and please share this with anybody who might need to hear it today. Thank you.